Grand Rising, beautiful family. It's Retta's Recovery Reminders. It's Retta, and Ratchet is right here with me, of course, as always. I am having an amazing life. I don't know how to explain this, but I'm going to try in the most loving and logical way that I can. Okay, I had to get Ratchet's bag. So, my name is Retta. My real name is Loretta. And I used to be an addict. I actually thought I would expire with that same life track set in place. I didn't want it that way, but I couldn't find what was necessary for the keys to turn to open up the way to continue with what I didn't want to do, what I did want to do instead of what I didn't want to do, but what I was forced to do by my lower nature. Okay. I was allowing my body to rule me, and in addiction, especially with opiates, your body is, what tells you need to go do some more, So I spent most of my life in my addiction, and it was, the punk rock thing to do, of course. I traveled a lot when I was young. I've always felt like I didn't fit in. I wasn't normal. I wasn't wanted. I was an outcast. There was something wrong with me because my parents didn't even want me. So there had to be something wrong with me. I didn't know what it was, but I was eventually going to figure it out so I could fix it and, live a better life. Those are my thoughts going along as I'm living. I was raised by my grandparents for a few years, which I'm so grateful for because I love my grandma. I believe that she's one of my guides. She helps me now, and when I tap into her energy, it helps me to feel loved and proud of myself for the things that I'm doing, because I know that my grandma would be very proud of me and where I have ended up now. Anyway, but I was raised with religion. Okay, my grandma, they were, I don't know what the specific, but I went through the catechism thing and did my first communion and the bread and stuff. But the more I started to actually look into what was written about that religion, and I started researching more about source, the God, what humans think God is. And, it took me through a bunch of different human constructed religions, I knew that Christianity definitely wasn't true, but I believe that the truth is some of the truth is in every religion. And it's up to you if you can take the pieces of them that, you can use to sharpen your wisdom in order to deal with life in a more productive and loving and kind way. But anyway, that's not the point. Okay, the point is, I went through, you know, getting married. I tried to do the wife thing, and of course, I was never good enough. I picked somebody I had to prove myself to, because that's what I had to do with my father. My father was very unemotionally available, or emotionally unavailable. I don't know, one of those. He doesn't speak to me now because I'm an addict. I think it was because I called him out. I won't go into that on public. But anyway, people project their own whatever they have going on other people, and I'm sure I do that as well. So I don't want to pretend that I know why he did what he did. So but anyway, he did, and that just made me feel even like lower. I guess they think tough love is supposed to help, but it really just shows how completely heartless you are. And that's what made me realize, like, that the religions that they were grown up in, I think my dad was grown up with Catholic parents, which that's a whole nother story. But the Bible, it came from Catholic. King James was like a very strange sorcerer, wizard. He wrote demonology books as well. And the actual true wisdom of the Bible was taken out. And the Nag Hammadi has proven that, a lot of the stuff was taken out. And when I went into researching the societies that control things and stuff like that, I believe it was intentional in order to change our perception of ourselves and the world and each other. And it makes us separate from one another. And we're really not. There's no separation. We're one community on a globe. Or, well, I won't even go into that because I'm not even sure that's the truth anymore. But, besides all the complete reconstruction of everything I thought that I believed in the past, dismantling it all. Like, I don't know anything. I wanted to start from scratch, take down every single belief that I had. I have no beliefs. What I know through experience and intuitive, like sensing, gnosis, whatever, the things I learn about myself, and how I am approaching my everyday life and my relationships and my communication. That's my only focus, is how I am showing up in the world today, what my energy looks like, and how that is projecting out into the universe. And when I started doing that, something magical happened with my life that made me truly believe that we are the co-creators of everything that we are seeing with our physical eyes by our mindset and our thought process, what we think about, what the frequency of those thoughts are. Karma is so real, okay? And I know because I lived in it for most of my life. Every action or, whatever, the lower vibrational things that I was doing, stealing in order to get the money to, it all comes back to you. I've lost my everything like 5 times over in my life. Everything that you do is done back to you energetically. You reap what you sow. So when I really started learning about the construct of this realm and started to know myself and get into digging in why I felt those feelings of worthlessness and I'm not lovable and I need to do all these things in order to make everybody happy with me. It's part of the programming that we're given from, birth to youth. And, we can't help it. But when we know better, we can help ourselves to get outside of ourselves, to look at our lives from a different perspective. And that was what I chose to do. And really, all I started doing was my meditation and my yoga and raising my consciousness. I asked the universe to help me, escape the hell I'm living in. I don't want to live in hell anymore. And today I don't. I live in heaven. I am so grateful each and every day. I wake up with a smile on my face. And it's like something amazing just has to happen today. I know it. I know it's today that the amazing thing is happening. But that's just every day now. And I can't explain to you the difference in my frequency. I wish everybody could understand. But anyway, okay, we'll go into law of compensation is what we're on today. Okay, the law of compensation. We are rewarded for right action. You will be compensated based on what you give. This is an extension of the law of cause and effect, specifically for compensation in the material world. Good things such as abundance, relationships, and opportunity. The law states that we will be blessed based on the good deeds we do and the value we provide. When we show generosity to others, we will be rewarded back generously. Remember, there are many forms of compensation, not just cash. A beautiful house, a Ferrari, or a reward for relaxing on the beach. Compensation also comes in the form of blessings, such as good health, loyal friends, loving families, teachers or mentors, job opportunities, $1 million ideas, etc. Many times we give others what we think they deserve. This mentality is good, but it cannot be transformed into abundance. However, if we change our mindset to over-delivery and exceed expectations, we will be compensated accordingly. It's true. Advice. You get what you put into life. So whatever you do your best and strive to be the best you can. Be generous and kind. And when it comes back to you, accept it graciously with open arms. According to the law of compensation, you will receive what you put out. This is similar to the law of attraction, but focuses on the idea that compensation can take many forms. For example, if you get a lot of money, then you might think that you are getting rewarded. However, depending on your lifestyle, large wealth may lead to an even worse life rather than a better life. Essentially, you reap what you sow. This law reminds you to be careful with others, even with the planet. For example, to work with this law in a way that attracts or compensates love and support, ask yourself, where am I called today to serve and support others? It instills trust in us that we will be compensated for our work as long as we're open to receiving in all the many ways that the universe can deliver. And I am living proof that this is true. So is. What needs to be clear is that compensation in this area is not limited to employment, agreements, or monetary compensation. Rather, it is about getting compensation for all your contributions to the world around you, including the love, joy, and kindness you spread. Everything is rewarded. Okay, so you get what you give. And once I started realizing that, I couldn't make anybody treat me better. I couldn't make anybody see what I was trying to create in my life. So I had to let go of everything and let it be exactly what it wanted to be, so I could see what it wanted to be. And today I am beyond grateful for the changes that I have made in my life just by changing my mindset. That's all I did, was changed my mindset, and my whole life has shifted. I really think that I am about to get this new job. I am getting a new job. So I'm going to step into another, level of abundance. I've been praying for it. I have been putting it out into the universe. It's already mine. So I am going to step into a new job. So I hope y'all are sending positive energy my way. Be blessed. I love you. Peace.